Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be taking two nations to the test to see which one is better, and going to be talking about them just a little bit here, doing best out of three, and this time we're going to put the French tech versus the Russian tech to see which one comes out on top. Definitely some significant differences here between the two. I want to thank Garion so much for hosting, putting this on. And I honestly, before thinking which one would be the winner and coming out on top, my guess, I hadn't even seen these yet, just outside of the fact of just recording the replays. But my guess was the Russian tech, being players tend to do a bit better with tanks that have more armor. The French tech has a lot less armor, much easier to pen, can be just much more difficult to play, and tanks in those situations on average across the entire player base, if you look at BLITZ stars, don't have as well of a performing win rate compared to those tanks that do have more armor. So doing some great positioning here, this AMX taking the high ground, which really puts these T-22 mediums, some of these Russian tanks, in a very bad spot. Taking a shot there right on the side of the turret. Looks like trying to climb up, but no chance. I don't even think a tank could really crawl up the side of this hill at all, so he's in a pretty good spot. Ooh, got hit pretty bad there on the side. Not exactly sure where that second shot came from. Unfortunate bounce there off the T-22 medium, showing some of that Russian steel there. Great shot there, right in the back. Yeah, really putting them in a bad position here. Not sure exactly what happened to that shot right there. Things looking pretty good for the French here, I believe. Now, I'm not sure the exact order in how these battles were fought, so I just put them all together here. And that T-22 medium can have some pretty trollish and bouncy armor. This AMX doing a pretty good job here, using that gun depression, trying to only expose the front of its turret. The front of the AMX turret does have some pretty good armor. It does have a pretty big cupola it's got to watch out for. Now, not sure what they mean in the chat by Garion is AFK. I believe in the stats it showed him doing some pretty good damage. So yeah, really working these hills, being very observant, trying to go down, help his teammate out as much as possible. Unfortunate shot there. And this is getting pretty close. We're down to the wire here. 2 French tanks left and 1 Tier 10 Russian IS-7. Now this AMX is going to have to be a bit careful, because he's going to be very, very important. IS-7's pretty low on health, actually. Got him in a great spot. So the French take the first round as the winners. We're going to go into 2 more rounds. Once again, this is going to be best out of 3. So great game by the subs, and thank you for all that helped with this vid. Mayan Ruins is the second round. French going very quickly over here to the flank, which is a great position for them considering the bulk of their tanks consists of medium and light tanks. We have the Russian side, who does have more tank destroyers, those very derpy SUs. So these paper French tanks are definitely going to have to play it a bit careful here. French tanks taking a great position here and had taken a lot of ground right at the beginning, putting the Russians actually in a pretty bad spot. Unfortunate for that T-62A. So yeah, French had done really good being very aggressive here, taking all the high ground, have both bridges, have the Russians kind of cornered here in this uncomfortable position. And so far, things aren't looking too good for Russia. Already down 3 tanks. None of the French tanks have lost any of theirs, so we'll see here if Russia can make a comeback. Oh, what a ram. That AMX-50B just saved that FCM from being shot. Russia getting torn apart quite a bit here. Some comments mentioning that Russian RNG. So, great game. France taking the second round, doing very well. We're going to go into the last round. We're going to find out if this is going to be a total annihilation with France winning all 3, or if Russia can make a comeback here. So we got Russia aggressively coming over here off to the flank. Could be a pretty good spot with them with their trollish turrets. This AMX-30B could be in a little bit of a rough spot here as the Russians are aggressively pushing this side. Uh-oh, this could be a really bad spot for this AMX-50B. Taken out, so one of each side is down. So far, it looks like the Russians are ahead because it was a tier 7 from the Russian side. Actually, wait a minute. No, they still have... Ooh, great shot there. Right behind that bat chat. That's one thing making it really difficult. The French tanks, as mentioned, don't have a lot of armor. Very wise in switching to that HE round, doing that extra damage. I'm actually very impressed with how things are turning out. As mentioned, I really thought Russia would be taking the cake here just with the additional armor their tanks has, and the French tanks not really having very much. This may be a close round, 2 down on each side. IS-4 taking a push here, trying to help the T-62A. French coming down, trying to take out what they can. Not able to save the T-62A and put in a pretty bad position here. Unfortunate ricochet. This could really put the IS-4 in a bad position. Very smart for him to back up. And that is one thing about the French tanks that they have going for them, is those auto-loading cannons. If they're fully loaded, come around a corner and clip out the enemy, it can do a lot of damage. But they also have to be really careful, because when they are done clipping out an enemy, they do have that long reload. Great effort here by both sides. Only 3 left on each team. Okay, well, things are looking a little tough. Now, Russia is down just 1 more compared to what the French have. Score is now evened. Russia having more hit points here, but if France plays it carefully, they could easily drain this IS-7. One of the biggest weaknesses of a heavy tank is its maneuverability at this point and view range. The Bat Chat is going to be its greatest threat. Very smart for some of these subscribers, and trying to have the IS-7 focuses its attention on this Bat Chat. But it definitely doesn't want to put it in a position to be in between the two. So very smart here, trying to push this Bat Chat so it does kind of stay within the same view range and angle. Yeah, very smart not to push here. Oh, FCM comes around the corner, gets a shot off at the IS-7. This is a close round. Can Russia make a comeback here? They're definitely going to need it. I can just imagine the adrenaline going through the IS-7 player right now. Oh, Bat Chat comes down. Oh, gets knocked out, leaving only the FCM 50. I believe this is it, ladies and gentlemen. IS-7 making an aggressive push here. Very smart. Very smart of the FCM. Looks like, oh, there he is. I believe this is it. 1 shot and that's it. And Russia makes a comeback. So 2 victories for France, 1 victory for Russia. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.